Happy Thursday, everyone. My name is Patty McLean. I am a high school English teacher and instructional coach, and now I have the awesome opportunity to provide professional development for teachers to help them with their wellness and social emotional learning goals. And I also get to create school programming for a couple of different nonprofits locally, nationally, and globally. So I am really passionate about helping teachers all over the country because I am a public education success story. I am that student who hung on every word that my teacher said, and I really believed what they told me about traveling and seeing the world and learning and achieving. And because of the teachers that I had, I have had so many amazing opportunities. I've traveled the world. I have multiple degrees in education, and none of that would have happened if it wasn't for my teachers. So now that I am a teacher myself and I work so closely with teachers, it really is disheartening to me to see how stressed out all of my colleagues are and just understand the overwhelm and burnout that comes earlier and earlier every year. So this video is to celebrate the fact that tomorrow is the last day of September and you made it. Congratulations. I hope that you are someplace comfy right now, just totally celebrating how awesome you are, because everybody knows that it's not an easy job and it's thankless in a lot of regards. We get to make a difference every day. We get to impact the future, but a lot of times it's really just about making it through the day. If you work with the little guys for the past month, you've been helping them tie their shoes and get past their separation anxiety and planning for picture day and Johnny Appleseed day and just making sure that they love learning. And if you work with the older kids, it's about keeping that love of learning going while preparing them for SATs and college and homecoming and just the realities of life. And at all levels, we have students who are struggling with unthinkable things. So I'm noticing in the posts online and the communication that I have with the teachers that I work with that the burnout is just starting earlier and earlier. I'm seeing the posts like, if the box tops came online, we could probably rebuild the school. And that's an indicator, as true and funny as it is, that there's just too much that is being required of teachers, too much responsibility. And of course, there's always the critics out there who say that teachers are overpaid and not doing enough. And there's this paradox where we aren't doing anything yet. We have this incredible responsibility to do everything. So, in honor of that stress and that paradox, I really like to just focus on what's going right with education. When I was driving tonight, I saw this beautiful rainbow, and I thought, this is what I like to do. I like to point out the rainbows, and not the superficial, fluffy rainbows that ignore the reality of the situation, because there are problems. But there are rainbows that come out after thunderstorms. There are rainbows in all sorts of situations. So tonight it was still kind of dark and cloudy, but there was this bright rainbow, and it made me realize that that represents so many of the amazing educators that I get to work with. And I just want you to celebrate yourselves and look for those rainbows, because that's what keep us doing what we're doing. And if you turn on the news, you see unfortunate and tragic situations. There was just another school shooting yesterday. So, as our thoughts and prayers go out to the young victims, and as we reflect on what causes a teenager to make a choice like that, it just highlights the importance of the work that we do every day. And it also really highlights the fear and the stress and the overwhelm. There's a lot of other things going on. The current political situation leverages education for different purposes, and it's always unclear what the role of politics is when it comes to education. And I'm not saying that there's going to be any solution to that anytime soon, but the more educators that use their voices and point out the things that are going well, the more of an opportunity that we have. And there's some great stuff happening too. There's a viral video going around right now by Prince EA. He's one of my favorites, and he sues the school system and makes a lot of valid points. But at the same time, he also overwhelms us because we know the system's broken, and we know that teachers are underappreciated, and we know that kids deserve more. But a lot of times our hands are tied, and it comes down to things like funding and all sorts of things that are out of our realm of control. So it's my job to bring the perspective back to the things that are in our control. And that's why I started the Empowered Educators Facebook group this week. And I'm so excited. We have almost 200 members already from all over the country. Actually, there's people there from 2 or 3 other countries. And we're starting to have these amazing conversations about what's going right and giving each other some tips and tricks. I try to provide some daily inspiration. So if you are on Facebook and interested, make sure you check out that group. And I'm also excited to announce that I'm going to be doing a series of videos that can be used for professional development or faculty meetings or just for your own benefit to talk about some of these stress management things that could help out teachers and students, because we know that when we're stressed out, we bring that into the classroom and it can really impact the kids too. Not intentionally, but it's definitely clear that the kids care about their teachers and they know when we're not doing well. So when we practice our own wellness, we pay that forward to the kids. So the first video that's going to be coming out, it's all based on my Plan B, and the tagline for Plan B is be yourself, be awesome, be the change. And those are the 3 components. Teachers just have this awesome opportunity to model authenticity for our kids and to be awesome. I stole that from Kid President. If you're not familiar with him, I'll put a link in the description below. But he just challenges everybody to be awesome. And I don't think I've ever worked with a teacher that didn't have some element of awesome. It's about really celebrating that and remembering it when things get tough. And the be the change part, obviously, I borrowed that one from Gandhi, but it really is up to each of us. So we have a choice every day. We can complain about the things that are going wrong, or we can find what's right and make that better. So that's the basic premise of my Plan B. But over the next couple of days, I'm going to be releasing videos based on my professional development. The first one is going to be called Be Calm, and that's going to introduce mindfulness for teachers. And the tips and tricks I share will work in your classroom and also in your own life. So everything that I create is intended to be used for teachers, but also can be applied in the classroom if it works in your situation. The second video is Be Creative, because creativity is a crucial element for us as professionals, but also for the kids. And there's so much great research. Sir Ken Robinson is my hero in regards to creativity in schools, so I'm going to share some of his work with you. The third video is Be Compassionate, and that's where I get to share some of the work from the Jesse Lewis Choose Love Foundation. They have a whole new K through 12 compassion curriculum that I'm so excited about, and it's really going to make a huge difference. And the last video is called Be Confident, and that's probably one of the trickiest ones, especially when we are forced under so many mandates and things keep changing on us. But I think that as we own the other components, it's really a lot easier to be confident in our work and to remember how much we do every single day to change lives. So the way that you can get in on these videos, you can talk to your administration and see if they'd like to incorporate them in your school, or you can just use them for your own benefit, like I said. The 2 ways to get them are to join the Facebook group, the Empowered Educators group. I'll add a link below, and you can get that on my Facebook page. And the other way is to head over to my website at www.thepattymclean.com, and there's a link there to sign up for my newsletter. And once you sign up for the newsletter, you'll actually get all 4 videos delivered right to your inbox, and then you can watch them whenever you want. So I really hope that you are celebrating the end of September and giving yourself so much credit for being the awesome teachers that you are. And you can share this video or tag somebody that might be interested. And I will see you over in the Facebook group or online.